What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the first video of 2026. We are through the holidays. Kind of had a lull in videos because of that. And now we are back in the new year. This new year, we've got lots of exciting projects we're going to be working on. Lots of cool videos that I am working on doing. And I'm very excited to take you guys along for all of those. Today, we're going to be talking about my everyday carry. We've already done this video twice in the history of this channel. We're doing it again. This is a winter update slash New Year's update that we're going to be talking about. A couple things have changed. A lot of things have stayed the same. We're trying out some new things, but I like to keep you guys kind of updated on where we're at, what things are staying in my everyday carry, what things are kind of being cycled out, what new things are being tried. And with that being said, if you guys like this type of content, let me know. You can do that by subscribing. You can do that by liking the video. You can also go down in the comments, tell me what things that you liked that was in my EDC. Tell me things that maybe I should try out that are different. Go down in the comments and tell me what you guys carry on you and what stuff is working well. Maybe you've got something unique that is different from the things that I carry that maybe I want to try out. I'm always looking for new things. I really like to kind of cycle through my gear. I've carried a lot more. I've carried a lot less. This is the stuff that's working for me now, but I am open to trying new things. As always, the links to things will be down in the description. Whichever of those I can make affiliate links, I will. It helps out the channel. So do me a favor, try to shop through those links instead of going and Googling it yourself. I don't do anything in no way, shape, or form does any of the gear that I'm carrying currently get decided whether or not I make money if you guys buy it. I use my gear every day, so I'm going to carry what works best for me. Now that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get to the bench. Let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, let's talk about what I've got on my wrists. So this here is just a paracord bracelet that I've made. Gives me a little bit of cordage that, in theory, if I really needed some, I could cut this, take it apart, and use it. It's probably, it's not the easiest, fastest way, but gives me something there. On this wrist, I have a Invicta Pro Diver. This is a really inexpensive homage piece to the Rolex Submariner, which is a watch that I really like the look of. However, I don't have Rolex money, but this is like an $80 homage piece to it. It's a really good watch. I do like what they do. Some of them are a little wonky looking, but this one in particular is pretty nice. Talk phone first, get that out of the way. iPhone 17 in a UAG case. Nothing special with it. I upgraded it because I do use my phone for this type of content, and I also use it for work. So as you can see, there's lots of finger smudges on it. And that right there, my background, is a view from the abandoned farm on a day we did a camp out. So just look at that. Gorgeous. Next, let's talk keys. Nothing has changed about these whatsoever. We still have the same titanium clip on here off of Amazon. We have the leaf that I forged myself. AJT Designs key fob case for my keys for the Tundra. The one thing that I have kind of added to here, and it was actually on accident, was a hair tie for my daughter. And this came in handy when I was hiking with her, I think is where we were going. And her hair was all over the place. It was getting in her face and everything. It was really annoying. So I just pulled this off, put her hair up. And when we got done, took it back off, put it back on here. So nice little easy thing to attach to it. Nothing special. Nothing's changed. Next, wallet. Just like usual, Travax Contour. This is my go-to wallet. Holds all the cards that I need in here. It's got my work card in there as well. I could just walk up to the door and I just bump it. Fantastic wallet. It has a really nice patina on it. This is tobacco, is the color of it. So if you have one like that, this is what it's going to end up looking like. It's nice, holds plenty of bills. I do have their titanium comb in here as well. Really solid wallet overall, made in the USA, leather and metal, just Can't say enough good things about them. Really like it. Next up is the pen. Just like last year, Pilot Precision V5. Right now I've got a blue one in my pocket. Really solid pen. Sometimes I carry a red pen. Most of the time it is blue because this is what I take notes with. I use a red pen for drawings at work to make, red lines with it, and I use a red pen for that. But standard is a blue pen for note taking. I would really like to get a metal case to put these in. I just haven't found one that I really, really like. So if you guys have suggestions for that, leave a comment down below. So next up is my flashlight. It's a Mod Light PLH version 2 dual fuel multi-modes. We have a high and a low, and it is going a little dead, so there's not a huge difference that you're seeing in the high versus the low, but this is just a really good light. It's a little pricey, but they do have more of a budget version, which is the Noxon. Highly recommend you guys go check that out. I actually am wanting to pick up one of those so that I can show you guys that they're going to be the same light outputs and everything. The light engine's the same. You're just getting a different body, essentially. So, really good light. Nice and bright. Fits in the hand super well. It's a little large for most people, but for me, I've been working my way up to a bigger and bigger light, so this just goes in my pocket and I don't even notice it. Here on the clip, we have, a Firearm pocket clip on here, and instead of doing the full switchback like I have on this Cloud Defensive, so instead of having it like this, I did just try out putting a loop of paracord without the core on the inside, and that's been super nice so that I can keep a whole light, so I can kind of let go of it and be doing stuff and not worry about it and not just drop it. And it also makes it really easy to pull out of my pocket. So this has been a really nice addition, and I highly recommend doing this if you don't want to go all the way up to this, or if you don't really have the need to be able to run, with gun here, be able to turn it on and off. You don't really need that, but you want looping it so you can keep it attached yourself. Just do a little paracord. Works super well. Multi-tool. We have the Leatherman Wingman. Great tool. Has all the tools that I need on it without being big and bulky. Comes with a pocket clip. One thing that I wish it had that it doesn't is these jaws. I wish were replaceable, because I'm always a little hesitant to really bite down on stuff, because if I damage them, then it's just damaged. Whereas with the Wave, they're replaceable, so if I damage them, I just replace them if I need to. Never had to, but I could if I really needed to. So they came out with one of these that had those replaceable jaws. It would be perfect. But Leatherman Wingman, just like last time, great one. So next up is the knife. And my knife has changed. I'm usually carrying the Spyderco Paramilitary 3, I believe, is what this one is. I think 3 is the smaller one. Whichever one's the smaller of the two. Either the 2 or the 3, the smaller one's the one that I normally carry. However, the past 3-4 months, I've been carrying a fixed blade. Just to kind of try it out. I've never carried a fixed blade in my everyday carry, and as I've kind of gotten into doing this whole video thing, I've been thinking more and more about how to mix up my everyday carry, and I had the realization that this has a folding knife on it. It's right here. I have one. So why am I carrying 2 when I could carry a fixed blade? So that's different, and we're going to do a whole video talking about that, but not gonna get too deep into the weeds here. If you want to see that, subscribe, and that will hopefully come out next month or 2. But this is what I've been carrying past couple of months. It is the Kaiser Drop Bear. Really nice little knife. Fits in the hand. It's got a shorter blade. It's clip point. And one of the cool things with this guy and why I picked it is if you look here in the handle, you'll see 2 little things. One of which is a toothpick. Actually, I'm going to use the toothpick to get the other one out, because my nails are really short. It's tweezers. So it's just something, just that much more extra little bits of gear that are in your everyday carry. That's one of the issues with like a Leatherman when it comes stock over something like a Swiss Army knife, is that they have like the toothpick and the tweezers that come in it. But most, I think Leatherman has like one that has them in it, but most of them don't have that in there. So now I have that. I've used them a little bit, haven't used them a lot. I've used this knife quite a bit. As you can see, this handle is starting to get some nice patina on it, which is really exciting. We love a good patina. It's got micarta, black micarta scales on it. And it's just, it's been nice to carry something a little different. It's definitely a different feel coming out of the pocket and using it, and then having to look to drop this back in, because I'm not quite good enough with it to do it blindly all the time. I can kind of do it a little bit, but I'll like point my finger, feel this edge, and then go into it. So that's the only little thing. But other than that, carrying a fixed blade these past couple of months has been really cool. Something we didn't talk about, something we've never talked about, is my hat. Those of you who have watched some more of the other videos, you'll have basically seen me wear this hat in the majority of the videos that I've posted. This is a hat I wear just about every day. I actually even wear it to work. I've got a few other hats that I'll rotate in, but for the most part, this is my main hat. And it is a red, white, and blue Apparel hat. It is made in America. In fact, these are sewn right here in Ohio, which is my native state, which is super, super cool to me, to be able to support somebody who's not just local in the sense of the United States, but local to me, actually. So that's really awesome. Little secret to this, and really the reason why we're talking about it, is because there is something extra that I've added. And it is, this goes in all my hats. I've been carrying this in a hat for the past 5 years, 4 years, something like that. And it's a sewing needle. It's a small thing. It goes right in the hat right here. In all my hats, I just slide one in like that. It's out of the way. You never even know it's there. This has actually come in handy. It's not just for sewing. It's a nice small metal rod, essentially, that you can use to, if you've got like a splinter, you can use it to kind of pick and get stuff out if you need to. You can use it as a sewing needle, which this needle actually saved my buddy's wedding. One of the groomsmen, who's also a buddy of mine, split his pants completely right before the reception, or right before the wedding. It was maybe 30 minutes beforehand. And I said, no one had a sewing needle. They're like, well, we can go to the store, but it's like 20 minutes away. I said, hang on, I got this. I have a sewing needle with me. They're like, well, do you have thread? Yeah, I got thread in my bag. So then I went and I pulled this out of my hat. I sewed his pants back together, and then he was good. Am I good at sewing? Absolutely not. Did it hold together long enough for us to get through everything? Yes, and that's the important part. So it's just a very easy, simple thing that you can do, and it comes in handy a lot. Having, even for like picking your teeth if you really want to. I don't do it with this, but if you want to, you could. I know people who use it for have used it for getting like SIM cards out and stuff like that as well. So it's just a little extra tidbit trick for you guys there. All right, since we're talking clothes, let's talk gun belts. I'm wearing a Core Essentials belt. I've been wearing their belts for the past couple of years. I normally have to trade them out about once a year because I break that guy right there all the time. That's always the first thing to break for me. This one has not been bent yet, but I'll be working and it'll just get bent down, and then when I bend it back, it just snaps right off. But I can just buy new buckles, so I have another belt sitting over there that I need to buy a new buckle for. But like their gun belts, they hold up really well. This one sits about here on me, so you can kind of see where the clips have deformed it a little bit. getting kind of a bulge right there, but they hold up really well. They're nice and solid. I can't fold it with my hands. I'm squeezing pretty hard. Overall, just good quality. Now for the really fun piece, my everyday carry firearm. First things first, we will clear this weapon. So YouTube, you can see it is a cleared firearm now. And actually, I will just go ahead and show you guys again. Clear. I carry a Glock 19 Gen 4 gun in a Tier 1 concealed Axis holster. On here, we have the TLR 7A light, 500 lumens, just enough for indoors. Outdoors, it's a little dim for any kind of outdoor work, but for concealed carry, really close up, works just fine. Optic wise, we have the HoloSun EPS on here. It is a green dot, which I didn't know how I'd feel about green. Turns out I'm quite the fan of it. Nothing super special about it. Everything up here is stock. Barrel is stock. The trigger is still stock. We did add a Magpool magwell onto here. Put the large beaver tail, and then we did wrap the grip with some grip tape. Yes, I know I need to go in here and I need to mark. I just need to get a paint pen. I already know I need to do that. And yes, I also know that these are not suppressor height sights, which means I cannot co-witness. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And that's really it. That's all it is when it comes down to this gun. I'm not super fancy when it comes to my concealed carry gun. I trust the engineers over at Glock to have made a system that will run well. I don't need to go fancy with the trigger. I don't need to go fancy with the barrel. This gun runs, and that's all I need to know. So, that's it. So something we've talked about before that I don't have a lot of and that I don't do super well is medical. We're changing that. So we have added some medical to our everyday carry. This is the Dark Angel Medical Ankle Trauma Kit. Really and truly, it's just an elastic band that's got pouches in it with some retention bands to go over your pieces of medical gear. This originally came with a soft tourniquet in it. I traded it out for a Snake Staff Systems ETQ 1-inch tourniquet. I'm not going to pull it out because it's a pain to get back in here. But I did that because this is slightly more compact. It's small. These are rated to go on adults, kids, pets. So it's a nice wide variety. And once again, it's a very small profile with everything. And then we also did add a Sharpie to be able to mark said tourniquet. There's not a lot to this. This is just a trauma kit. I've got chest seals and we've got blood clotting gauze. I need to add a second one in here. Originally this had like a compression wrap, but it was huge. It was like this thick and it made a huge bulge, and I wear boot cut jeans or like relaxed fit jeans, and it pushed against it. So it was too much. So we kept this nice and slim, chest seals and blood clot gauze. So nice and simple, nice and easy. We're trying this out, seeing how well we like it. We're trying to add more medical to my everyday carry on all levels. So this is going to be my personal everyday carry. We're adding some to my next level, which is my backpack everyday carry. And we're even adding a bigger kit to the truck everyday carry, which we'll be going over here in the near future. So stay tuned for that. And there you have it. There is all the stuff that I carry. And there you have it. That is all the stuff that I carry with me every single day. And with that, that has been my everyday carry for 2026, at least the start of it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe, like this video, share it with a buddy who's into everyday carry stuff. As we grow more, we'll get to do more and more cool stuff, and we'll get to do more and more interesting things. Coming up this year, we're going to be doing some more content with some firearms. I've got one in particular that I just picked up that I want to talk about with you guys. We'll be doing more firearm content this year. We are going to be doing more abandoned farm content this coming year. There was kind of a lull in it because deer season opened up, and we didn't really do a whole lot of work during that because we didn't want to disturb any of the habitat. We're big deer hunters in my family, so work kind of stops, and that's what we do for a couple of months. The tractor is going to get worked on more. I'm going to have to get some new parts in. That third video is up there, so if you guys like that, go check that out. And as always, the best way to support the channel is to go buy some merch. That link is down in the description. Go pick yourself up a hoodie. Go pick up yourself up some t-shirts. We're going to be doing some cool designs this year, so keep an eye out for any of that type of stuff. And then the cheapest way to support the channel is to leave a comment. Go down there, tell me about your everyday carry. Tell me about the things that you liked about my everyday carry, things that you didn't like about it. Suggest something that you think I should carry. Maybe I'll try it out, and maybe you'll see it in the next everyday carry video that we do in a couple of months. With that, I would like to thank you all once again for watching to the end of the video. Like and subscribe, share this with a buddy. And remember, train hard, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye. My wife is trying to put our daughter to bed right now, and I don't think it's going very well. So, there's that.